Good morning, students. How are you all? Right. So today we will be starting lesson 2, microorganisms, friends and foes of class 8. Subject is science and the name of the textbook is My Eureka Plus. Thank you, Anikrit, for reaching out to me, and you have said you wanted a video for lesson 2's explanation. So first of all, I am really happy that you people are watching the videos and trying to understand what I am trying to explain. So please continue doing this so that you can, although you are at home, you are not missing any of the regular activities that we used to have in school when things were normal, right? So we have to adjust ourselves according to the situation, right? So what I am suggesting you is that please go through the video and also please go through the textbook so that you will have a proper understanding on what I am teaching you. Right, let's start the chapter. The name of this chapter is Microorganism, Friends and Foes. What do you understand by the word microorganism? The word microorganism means something which cannot be seen by our naked eye is known as microorganisms. খালি চকুৰে যিবোৰ জীৱ আমি দেখিব নোৱাৰোঁ, something which cannot be seen just by our eye are known as microorganisms. So microorganisms can be plants, can be animals, anything, right? So how do we see these microorganisms? We see these microorganisms with the help of a scientific instrument known as microscope. Microscope was invented by Anton von Leeuwenhoek. You need to remember this. Microscope was invented by Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Okay. So microscope are basically of two types: simple microscope and compound microscope. Right. So that, like, for now you need to just know that. Okay. So where do microorganisms live? That is also one more thing which you need to know. Microorganisms can live anywhere. They can live in air, they can live in soil, they can live in moisture environment, they can live anywhere, right? Provided they should get the proper conditions for their survival. জীয়াই থাকিবৰ কাৰণে যিখিনি বেসিক বস্তুৰ প্ৰয়োজন সিহঁতে সেইখিনি পাব লাগিব, তেতিয়া মাইক্ৰ'অৰ্গেনিজমবোৰ জীয়াই থাকিব পাৰে। So you need to know what are the basic types of microorganisms. Let us see what are the basic type of microorganisms. Microorganisms are basically of 5 types. They are bacteria, virus, protozoa, algae, fungi. Alright, I'll repeat it once again. Bacteria, virus, protozoa, algae and fungi. Alright, so now we will start about bacteria. Where do bacteria live? Bacteria can be found anywhere. In fact, to be honest, bacteria is a part of our day-to-day life, right? So let me give you some very easy examples or situations where bacteria can be seen. Now, where is bacteria seen? Bacteria can be found like inside our body. For example, inside our intestines we find bacteria, right? Because for our digestion process, certain bacteria play a very specific role, right? Next, our mouth, inside of our mouth, the environment inside the mouth is very moist, so it is a very suitable place for bacteria to reside, right? So there are some bacteria which are good, there are some bacteria which are harmful for our body. Again, where is bacteria found other than our human body? Bacteria can be found in the soil, in the moist and the warm and the damp places, even sometimes in air. Okay, so you have to remember these places where bacteria can be found. Other than that, you should also know that one of the earliest living creatures on earth, পৃথিৱীত তো বহুত আগতে বহুত ধৰণৰ জীৱ জন্তু বহুত বস্তু ওলাইছে, তাৰে ভিতৰত আৰু এটা ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট বস্তু তোমালোকে মনত ৰাখিবা, cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is a type of bacteria which is considered as one of the earliest living organisms. Okay, you need to know that. Now, what is the other name of cyanobacteria? The other name of cyanobacteria bodies. Alright. Next, we will come to know that how are the sizes of bacteria. What sizes are bacteria of? Bacteria can be of various sizes. They can be rod-like, they can be spherical, they can be spiral, they can be of any shapes and sizes. Okay. Now you need to know the mode of nutrition of bacteria. Bacteria নিজৰ nutrition কেনেকৈ পায়. Bacteria can be autotrophic, they can make their own food. You know what are autotrophs. Some bacteria can be heterotrophic, dependent on others for their food, right? And some bacteria are what to say saprophytic also, right? But that is not properly mentioned in your book. You just need to know that some are autotrophic, self-dependent for their food. Some are heterotrophic, they are dependent on other organisms for their food. And cyanobacteria, I'll tell one thing. Cyanobacteria are photosynthesizing bacteria. That means they use the sunlight to prepare their own food. Therefore, they are known as photosynthesizing bacteria. Now, you will get one more category of bacteria which is known as chemosynthetic bacteria. What is chemosynthetic bacteria? A bacteria that cannot survive in light. A bacteria which prefers darkness is known as a chemosynthetic bacteria. So it is given in your book like this. Bacteria which obtain energy from chemical reaction of inorganic substances are known as chemosynthetic bacteria. They are capable of living in complete darkness. Next, one more category you have to learn, aerobic bacteria and anaerobic bacteria. Now let me tell you what is aerobic bacteria. Now what is the meaning of aerobic? Aerobic means need of oxygen, and anaerobic means where you do not need oxygen. So the bacteria which require oxygen for respiration, যিখিনি bacteria উশাহ নিশাহ ল'বলে বা বিভিন্ন chemical reaction কৰিবৰ কাৰণে oxygeনৰ প্ৰয়োজন হয়, that is an aerobic bacteria. And a bacteria which do not need oxygen for respiration is known as an anaerobic bacteria. Okay. Next we will, I think all of you are clear with the bacteria part. Please go through your books for a better understanding. Next we will come to virus. What is a virus? Viruses are minute organisms which are basically found in air. Alright. For example, you get viral fever. How do you get viral fever? There are certain microorganisms which causes allergic reactions when they enter our bodies. Some people are very allergic, some people are less allergic, some people are not at all allergic, right? So viruses are certain microorganisms which are mostly found in air, and they are very, very active actually. They are very, very active, and they causes many diseases. Mostly viruses cause diseases only. So virus can be of various shape. They can be geometric shape, they can be elongated, rounded, wired like shape, or anything, right? So just remember one more thing. Viruses are the smallest of among all the microorganisms, right? We all know that microorganisms are very minute in size, but among these microorganisms, the smallest size is of the virus, and viruses can be seen only under a special microscope known as the electron microscope. Okay, please remember these things. Next we will come to learn about unicellular algae. What is the meaning of unicellular? যিবোৰ microorganisms বা যিবোৰ জীৱ-জন্তুৰ অকল এটা সেল থাকে, এটা সেলতে যিমান এক্টিভিটিজ হ'ব লাগে, বডি ফিজিক্যাল এক্টিভিটিজ, কেমিক্যাল এক্টিভিটিজ, গোটেইখিনি এটা সেলৰ ভিতৰতে হয়. Those are known as unicellular organisms, right? So we will come to learn about unicellular algae. Now what are unicellular algae? Algae are actually plants, right? Algae are actually plant type of organisms, we can say, which are found in the water bodies, So I think all of you might have seen ponds, pukuris, right? Like nearby areas in Assam, we mostly find ponds here and there, right? Especially if it is a rural area, then we happen to see ponds like after every kilometer, right? Almost everyone have a pond in their house. So why is the color of the water of the pond green in color? Why is it green? It is green due to the presence of algae. Now, remember one thing, that algae have chlorophyll and they can photosynthesize as plants. Okay, so sometimes they are referred to as in the category of plants, right? So you should remember one thing, that unicellular algae are also known as phytoplanktons. Please remember this name. Unicellular algae are also known as phytoplanktons. Why are they known as phytoplanktons? Because they are floating plankton. Upongi thoka bostu plankton boli koy. So they float on the surface of the water, plus they require sunlight for preparation of their food. They have the photosynthesizing capability, so they are known as phytoplanktons. Right. Next, always remember one more thing is, algae do not survive alone. Okole algae nathake. Algae always survive in colonies, and some unicellular algae are motile and some are non-motile. Motile mane ki kisu mane tomar move koribo pare, eta jaga pa itu jagale move koribo pare. And I think you can check in your book the unicellular algae paragraph. You can see an algae known as Chlamydomonas, and they move with the tentacles like projections in the body. You can see that are known as flagella. They move with the help of flagella. Okay, so here we have come to the end of algae. Now we will come to know about fungi. What is fungi? Fungi ki সহজ বস্তু তোমালোকে সদায় ঘৰত দেখি থাকা ব্ৰেড এটুকুৰ থৈ দিছা বহুত দিন আছে, অলপ দিনৰ পিছত এটা ক'লা গ্ৰীনিছ টাইপৰ হৈ যায়, কপাহৰ নিচিনা বস্তু গজি যায়, কি হয়? ভেঁকুৰ বুলি কয় নকয়? কল এটা থৈ দিছা, যিকোনো শাক পাচলি এটা থৈ দিছা, অলপ দিনৰ পিছত ভেঁকুৰ লাগি যায় ভালকৈ ফ্ৰিজত থৈ নিদিলে। That is bhekkur is what? Bhekkur is fungi. Alright. So, fungi can be unicellular or multicellular. They range from single horu eta cellular hobo pare fungi, bahut cellular hobo pare. Etia tumaleke mushrooms, mushrooms je dekha, mushroom kathfula. Keburo eta type of fungi hot, right? So you have to remember one thing, that fungi cannot prepare their own food. So fungi are mostly heterotrophic or they are saprophytic in nature. Why they are heterotrophic? Because they are dependent on other sources for their food. And why they are saprophytic? Because they are dependent on dead creatures for their food. For example, a dead animal is sometimes you walk along the highway and you get a very dirty and unwanted type of smell, right? Why? Because an animal might have died and it is being disposed of to the side, and it is being rotten. Posi goise. Kya posi jay? Tetia ta bhekur khini goji jay. Then what happens? The fungi that grows there, it takes the nutrition from the dead body, being a saprophyte. Alright. So that is how fungi can obtain their nutrition either in a heterotrophic mode or in a saprophytic mode. Next we will come to learn about protozoa. Now what are protozoa? Protozoa are also a specific type of microorganisms which are found in stagnant water bodies. Now what do you mean by the word stagnant? Stagnant or meaning hoise that whenever any water body is undisturbed for quite a long time, then that water body is known as stagnant. Right? পুকুৰী পানীখিনি ধৰা বহুত দিন মাছ চাছ মৰা নাই, তেতিয়া কি হ'ব? পানীখিনি ৰৈ যাব, ওপৰত এটা লেয়াৰ টাইপৰ বহি যায়, ৰাইট? So that is known as a stagnant condition of the water bodies. So whenever there is stagnation of water, you will see protozoans grow. Now, protozoans mainly cause diseases like amoebic dysentery, right? Amoebic dysentery is caused by a special type of organism. What to say? This is a protozoan organism that is known as Entamoeba histolytica, right? Please remember this name, Entamoeba histolytica. And protozoa move with the help of false feet. Now what are false feet? Microorganisms do not have legs or hands like us for movement. The body have certain extensions. Most of them are unicellular. So body to kisuman projections thake boli kobo para ba kisuman extensions thake boli kobo para.